What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today we're trying to go through Freeze to Meet You with Tundra. This is the weekly mission or weekly challenge for the week of January 10th, 2017. Oops, let's actually go back and get that skin. Unlock the War Mage or War Chief skin for Tundra. Now, this challenge puts you up against all ice minions with ice damage dealing heroes and only ice traps. So I'm going to talk to you about the strategies that I actually use to get through this, and hopefully they help you guys out. Let's go.
I am overjoyed.
Alright, so here we go. We're going to use this Guardian as both a funnel and a mana battery eventually, so placing him there is best. If you place him over here, he's basically going to just act as a choke point and likely die before you really maximize the use out of him, and it'll make the final parts of this stage a bit more difficult, so we're not going to do that. Second, because we have Tundra specifically, we're going to use a lot more Arctos than you normally would, because he adds a significant damage boost to it. I think it's about 30%. Either way, because there are archers and Tundra does not have Hogarth HP, we are going to be using our range to fire off a lot of ice amulet shots at the archers and try to dodge the fire that they are spitting out at us so that we can try to survive this without getting too hurt. Now, the ice shards are essentially really tiny spike traps or floor spikes, what I'm trying to say. And then we're going to try to roll through that, grab that Unchained pickup, and we managed to grab that, so that should be pretty solid. Now, I guess we won't need to use it too soon if we can get these guys off of our Guardian. If not, we're going to have a bit of a problem. Okay, that worked out somewhat okay. Main thing is just to hold the aggro of the enemies so your Guardian can do his thing. Alright, and getting as much damage off of your floor traps by freezing enemies on top of them is also advantageous. I'm going to take Brittle Ice because that allows you to get much more damage out of frozen enemies, and because we are essentially only dealing ice damage, enemies are going to be frozen a lot. Okay, we're going to put another barricade there. Now, normally I'd probably drop an Ice Vent if I was playing anyone else, but with Tundra, we're really going to focus on the damage we can get out of these saws. Okay. And after that, we got a nice grouping of enemies. We're going to barrel through, freeze all of them, give them some extra chance to feel that saw. And we're just going to chill fighting here, and Guardian should basically be able to grab that enemy. Okay. Standing on top of the barricade kind of threw my shot off a bit there. Okay. Whoa. Alright, that made it.
Our barricades are under attack.
Don't worry too much about the barricades. Your health's a bit more important in this case. We really don't want to give these guys any sort of speed boosts from you dying, so be aware of that. And then we're going to drop another Arctos there, get an Ice Spike at the bottom here, and I believe one more here. We don't really care about funneling these guys at the moment because our primary funnel is actually going to be down here. Alright. Now, killing the shield trolls is going to be a really big thing, as they can block some of the damage coming in front of them. The regular trolls are not quite as dangerous as far as things go. Okay, did the Guardian just block my ability to freeze them? That was weird. Alright, we're going to grab Snowballing as far as our second Weaver goes.
If we must.
And then we're going to sprinkle some Ice Spikes around this bend. Gonna grab this and pop our regenerative item to get some mana back. Oh, that guy was trying to follow me. Good luck to him. Alright, and as usual, we're going to try to take these guys out. Now, the extra experience that you've gotten so far is basically giving you way more damage than you had originally. Make sure you take full advantage of that. Alright, going to barrel through those guys. Oh, that was close. Probably should hold a bit more aggro rather than just snowballing all the time, but I like doing it. Gives you a bit of extra damage. If you have a lot of enemies huddled up next to you, do not snowball. Alright, now we're going to work on the funnel. So, going to block that off and add... Actually, not yet. Primarily because we have some kobolds coming. So, let's do that. Block this off, and then I think we have a bit going for us. Alright, just try to get this guy, take some damage from this Arctos stall. Arctos regenerates pretty fast for the type of trap that it is, I believe. So, make good use of it. Ice spikes are a bit, or ice shards are a bit more important here. You just don't want to let too many enemies get next to the Guardian at once. Otherwise, you will have some issues. Okay. Now, we pretty much one-shot any of the frozen kobolds coming through. So it's when they start to group up that they become a problem for you. Just be aware of that. And try to track them with your movements so that you can deal solid damage. Other than that, I think, yeah, it's about time to drop an ice vent there. That will definitely help things out. Alright, and this is sort of our second wave here. By now, our damage is pretty consistent
I do not love these,
and good.
but I suppose I love our enemy less. I would rather feel my enemy's last breath upon my cheek.
Now, it's really no reason to try to put any more Arctos out here at the moment, but ice spikes, never a bad idea. Little tiny spikes of doom. Alright. And now I believe we have the boss coming through. He will be passing through here, so a spike's good. And I guess another one on this corner here can't hurt either. And so here we go. So this enemy is going to be pretty large. So we're going to pop our... We did that a little bit too early. I should have actually switched and drained a bit of my mana. Tossing snowballs first, but we use the Mage's Clover. And you basically just want to keep him frozen because of Tundra's frozen bonuses. He actually does this really well. Oh, and they gave me my mana back. Good looking. This boss is pretty much done for. Alright, then we're going to grab Deep Freeze, which increases our freeze duration. If your health starts to get low from the archers, feel free to Unchained and just go nuts. And that should pretty much be it for that. So we get our little bear jig and 5 stars. Nice. Okay, so that was 7 minutes and 10 seconds. It was only that was a few seconds off, but if I played that a little bit cleaner by not snowballing as much, then I probably would have finished that a little sooner, just because enemies would not have gotten as close to the rift. Either way, that is clearing it with Tundra. In this case, I did much more damage with the traps than I did with Zoe, but that's because Tundra doesn't have access to damage other than ice. Next up is going to be the final character, and that is Hogarth. Either way, thanks as always for watching, guys. I always appreciate it, and until next time, have a good one.